for a financial rescue. Germany and Finland are taking a hard line, France and Italy advocating a much softer approach. CBC's Noah Ayed is following the story.
France, in particular, has been quite supportive of Greece on this. François Hollande, the president, came out very quickly after the proposal on Thursday, saying it was serious and credible. And today he came out saying that the idea of a temporary exit from the euro, which apparently was floated by Germany yesterday, was a non-starter, that either Greece is in or out of the euro, that there was no in-between. Now, one Greek political analyst we spoke to today said that the fact that there is dissonance, that difference in opinion was probably Greece's best hope for a deal, that the normal reluctance for those two countries, France and Germany, to appear at odds in public would ultimately work to their benefit. But it's important to say that Merkel is in a tough spot with a public that has little appetite for a bailout, but she also doesn't want to be the one presiding over setting a precedent on leaving the euro. So we'll have to see whether it's possible for those two major countries to square their differences and at what price.
Susie's Noah Ayed reporting from London. Negotiators from Iran and 6 other countries are close to nailing down a nuclear deal. The talks are aimed at curbing the country's atomic program in return for relief from sanctions. Negotiators have given themselves until tomorrow. That's the 3rd extension in 2 weeks. An infamous drug lord in Mexico is on the lam again. Joaquin Guzman, known as El Chapo, escaped from a prison in Mexico through an elaborate man-made tunnel. The CBC's Paul Hunter reports.
Last night, Guzman managed what Mexican authorities said could not be done, escaping from a maximum security prison for a 2nd time. Guzman is now nowhere to be found, despite a massive hunt for him. All of it is a serious blow to Mexico, which had resisted U.S. attempts to extradite Guzman, insisting he'd remain in jail in Mexico the rest of his life. The prison itself is in the home state of Mexico's president, who had vowed to crack down on his country's drug cartels. The cartel run by Guzman remains extremely lucrative despite his time in prison. Mexico's leading supplier of cocaine and marijuana to the U.S., and will no doubt welcome him home a hero. It's expected he'll regain control of it within 48 hours. Back at the news conference, Mexico's security commissioner had no explanation for how Guzman got away with it, nor did he take even a single question from reporters. Paul Hunter, CBC News, Washington.
Pope Francis wrapped up his South American tour today with a visit to a slum in Paraguay. Crowds cheered as the Pope took the stage in Venado Norte. He also held a mass for more than 1 million people. Pope Francis is a native of Argentina. He has used advocacy for the poor as a central theme during his trip to Ecuador, Bolivia, and Paraguay. British Columbia's wildfire situation is getting worse. Officials say lightning strikes have sparked 60 new fires. There has been some cooler temperatures this weekend. Evan Skrepnik is with BC Wildfire Management.
You know, we have seen a bit of a shift in the weather, but I don't want people out there to be getting complacent. There is still a campfire ban in place. The situation is still very volatile out there. So, yeah, a few days of rain and cool temperatures certainly aren't going to hit the reset button.
109 wildfires are still burning in Alberta, 122 in Saskatchewan. Finally, Canada's medal count continues to climb at the Pan Am Games. We are now at 18. Go Canada, go!